Welcome to Monday. That's right. It is Monday again, 11/23, 1232020. So there you go. November 23rd, the week of Thanksgiving. So hopefully there will be lots of Thanksgiving around and gratitude and gratefulness, because really that's kind of what life's all about, right? If we're not grateful for what we have, we're just envying something that we don't. So hopefully gratitude is high this week for you all in your lives, and just God bless you. So here we are, Monday, Facebook Live and Monday, to talk about Facebook Live and YouTubing, wherever you're watching in from. But yeah, if you're not tapped into just kind of cool things that are going on at Lifted From The Rut and a lot of things we're a part of, that's what today is all about. We're going to fill you in on that. So one thing you know, I'm wearing my Clean Cause t-shirt. What's up, Wes Hurt? I just got a Zoom call with Wes Hurt over at Clean Cause. If you don't know what that is, you will know next Tuesday, because that will be the next Beyond the Bars radio podcast episode coming out. And I've got my Clean Cause beverage here, which is actually a lot of fun because I do have a green screen. This Clean Cause beverage disappears, which blew Wes's mind during the interview we had a couple minutes ago. So, Wes, thanks a bunch, buddy. Appreciated that. It was a good interview. And here we go. Now we're going to share our screen and get into what is going on at Lifted From The Rut this week, because I'm just here to deliver content to you all, free content for to tap into and say, hey, I want to know more about what is going on out there, because I'm just about bringing resources to people and then helping people along the way. So here is the email that's coming out. Again, I always say, if you're not getting this email, shoot me a message, Rob, or email me, rob@liftedfromtherut.com. My wife is staring at me right now. She's like, what are you doing right now? Yes, I'm on a Facebook Live, Jennifer. Would you like to join me? You don't want to do that? You don't want to do that? Snap and snap, snap. That's a good thing. You know, I don't sit here and act like I have my act all together all the time, because I don't need to. I'm just kind of being me right now. That's what the show's all about. There's not one what do you call it? Station. Like, I'm not a CBS or an NBC. There's no regulations going on right now. I'm just talking to you. So rob@liftedfromtherut.com. If you want to get the emails, feel free to send an email to me or send me a message. But here's what came out this week, and you too can tap into it. So, hey, it's almost here, Turkey Day. Gobble, 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 gobble. That's right. May your week be full of Thanksgiving. So what I'm showing you right now, for those that are new to this kind of Monday thing, is I'm just showing you what came out this week in the newsletter. But I want to give you a verbal overview of it, because there's a lot of cool stuff that is going on that I want to inform people about, because this is all about recovery and addiction and finding your identity and moving forward in your life and living a transformed life. That's why I deliver a lot of this content. So here's your email, and we're just going to jump right to it. We're going to skip past the little fluff in the beginning, but I put all my links in there for social media stuff. But what you can typically expect is Monday, the email comes out at 8:30 Colorado time. 10 o'clock, I hop on Facebook Live and say, hey, here's what's coming this week, talking about the new episodes from the podcast that are coming out. Tuesday is Beyond the Bars Radio. Friday is the new Addiction, Freedom, and Faith podcast. And then Thursdays, I send out a weekly content email. And by the way, I do want to say this out loud. I get several email responses back on Mondays when I send this email out. So I just want to let you know, like Kevin, I appreciate you reaching out today. Definitely going to have you on the show soon. And just a lot of people. Terry, I always appreciate your feedback on emails that come and that go out. So anyway, I welcome that. But here's what's coming out. So one, I talk about the new the Lifted From The Rut TV that relaunched last week, so we're still relaunching. And basically, I interview people about stories of addiction, freedom, hope, incarceration, faith, transformed lives. And we talk about, I'm going to be incorporating a lot of business strategies in here too, because that's been the growth that I've been on, about growing Lifted From The Rut to reach more people and impact more lives. That's 10 o'clock every Friday on Facebook Live, and YouTube. So wherever you're watching, like right now, I need to add YouTube on there. I always forget YouTube. Sorry, YouTube. But so it's going to be from my personal website, my personal Facebook page, business page, and YouTube. So that's pretty awesome. And excited to do that. So if you ever want to be a guest on one of the shows, all you got to do is send me a message. Rob, I want to be a guest on your show. And if I don't know who the heck you are, Sometimes it makes it a little more challenging, but send me a bio or something like that. Typically, I like to have people on I already have relationships with, so I know what I'm going to expect. I don't want any curveballs being thrown out there like, hey, whoa, you're doing your political agendas and stuff like that. So very protective of my audience for sure. Now, you're going to hear a lot about this over the next 2 weeks because this launches officially December the 7th. But it is a free online summit. We're going to have 20 plus speakers, which is going to be awesome. And we're all talking about our identity in Jesus Christ. Now, the journey, and I will say this right now, if you don't like the name Jesus Christ, except as a cuss word or things like that, it would be worth tapping into because this is all talking about figuring out who the heck we are in the journey of life. And we look at amazing speakers like, Al and Lisa Robertson from Duck Commander and Duck Dynasty, Beatrice Bruno, the drill sergeant of life, Chris Plekenpohl, pastor, author of Faith in the Fog of War, amazing guy, been a friend of mine for a while. Corey Carlson, business leader, Christian coach. Dave and Ann Wilson, they are hosts of the Family Life podcast and wrote an amazing book called Vertical Marriage. Heather Rice Minus, she is with Prison Fellowship, love Prison Fellowship. Jordan Mercedes, she is a Christian coach. And amazing. I went through her Christian group coaching course that she had on through the Professional Christian Coaching Institute, and I grew by leaps and bounds with that. What's up, Patrick? Thanks for hopping on, buddy. Thanks for the love. Sean Dunn, Groundwire and Jesus Cares. Vance Johnson, former Denver Bronco. Dr. Neil Anderson, the king of identity in Christ, through Victory of the Darkness and Freedom of Christ Ministries. But anyway. And then Jeff Spadafora just came online. He wrote a book called Halftime and has an amazing program called The Way. So a lot of amazing things, y'all, for this summit. It's free. All you got to do is go to identityinjesuschrist.com. And if you register for that before the summit starts December 7th, there's some extra goodies in there for you. So make sure you take advantage of that. And again, if you're getting the email, all you got to do is literally just click here. And it takes you right to all these avenues, whether it's a podcast or whatever it is, and you can register right here on the summit page. Scroll down, it gives tons and tons of details. It gives a lot more speaker bio, speaker information. And I just added this part down here, these cool Identity in Jesus Christ ID images I put together as well. So that's that. And then if you have a loved one that's suffering from addiction, here's a free Trifecta of Recovery webinar I put together. Tons of content where we're literally bringing strategies on how you can move from addiction to freedom to living a transformed life as a family, as a unit, as people together. But again, if you're getting the newsletters, all you got to do is boom, get that, click here. It's going to take you straight to the actual webinar itself. And then you can register. It's free. You can watch yesterday's broadcast or check out a future one. So there's a couple different versions of this page right here as well, trying to see what markets better to people, which is one of the things I've been learning a ton lately. And then this week's podcast, kind of different. Hazelton Betty Ford program's coming on, and Carrie Bates is going to, I put Carrie's Bates. Sorry, Carrie. I had an extra S in there. My bad. Carrie Bates. I really apologize for that. I hate making errors, but sometimes I do because I hate typing. I loathe typing. I just want to put myself back on here real quick, so hold on. I just want to say I do not like typing at all. I never learned how to type well. That was my fault, my problem, but I just want to say that I am not a fan of typing. Can anyone relate? Can I get an amen from somebody? It's not too late for me to learn, but I call it a chicken pecker. I just do like this with little fingers. So I do make mistakes. I do some of this late at night, so I do apologize for that. So anyway, and then I'm going to do just a different kind of thing about just kind of the miracles that of God amidst perceived chaos. So I'm going to share a little bit about what God's done, not only through the pandemic, but just stuff before that as well, and just knowing He is there. And then if you need help, you don't know what to do, the next steps in your own life, more than willing to have call it a connection call right now with you. So if you're open to that, you can literally just go to my calendar and set up a time to talk, even if it's just 15, 10, 20 minutes, calls for 30 minutes. But I just throw that out there to just try to help people if you need additional resources. And then speaking of that, if you want to help me help others that can't afford to help themselves, then you can also donate to the nonprofit, Lifted From The Rut's nonprofit. So that is it. That is this week, right now. That is what's happening this week for you. Again, usually take about 10 minutes to do these Monday calls. It's just really quick, kind of get in there, get moving along. But if you need any links or anything like that, if you're not getting the emails, just shoot me an email to this. I have several people actually respond to that, like, hey, I want to just be up to date. I don't bombard you with tons of emails. I literally send a Monday email and a Thursday email in regards to what's going on at Lifted From The Rut. So just want to let you know that. And outside of that, y'all have an amazing week. God bless you. In and out on Monday. Bam.